Tommy goes orthodox. The reason why I think Loma's body shots are landing on people so much, apart from him being one of the best in the world ever, is most people who spar and fight against right-handers are used to being hit in the body with the liver shot on this side. So it's coming from this side and they're ready for a body shot that comes from the left hand to the right hand side of the body. Now Loma obviously is a southpaw. So what he does is now he's in a different position. They would expect the liver shot to come from this side, but now it's coming from further back and on a slightly different angle, and they just don't see it. Plus, he's always flanking them, so he's always to the side of them or behind them or dancing around the distance. And he mixes light and hard punches. So he'll like go like a double jab, nice and light, bang, bang, just to get their hands up, then hit him with a hard hook, boom, which will move him across, and then that little shot is going to sneak underneath. And the fight I'm referring to is him versus Ramirez. He dropped Ramirez with his body shot, end of the fight. So there's a couple of things going on. Southpaw, first of all, fantastic boxer, amazing movement, great distance, timing, appreciation, super experienced, very relaxed, confident. He mixes in the light shots with the heavy shots, so it makes people tense and overreact to stuff because they don't know if they're going to get a tap or a really hard hook, so it tenses people up. Plus, by moving behind me, I don't expect to be hit on this side of my body when he's here. So if Tommy goes with a hook and he kind of skips behind me, I would expect something coming upstairs. I don't expect this body shot underneath my elbow, and it just sneaks underneath. And he's landed it on a lot of people, and he's so good at it, he knows when he's got it because he walks off and they just roll around on the ground. So a liver shot from the southpaw against an orthodox is a tricky shot to land, because if we had kind of, our feet were lined up, so my lead foot's lined up with Tommy's foot, and he thinks about, without moving his feet, punching me in the liver, you could see the danger. The straight line is going to beat the curved line, and he's turning his head into the punch, so that's not going to work. But if we end up here where Tommy's hitting me with a hook upstairs, this is great because it's just going to sneak underneath and just crack on the liver. So that's one of the ways that Loma's setting up that. So you go with a kind of really nice, he just paws with his jab, it's just like paw, paw, then he'll hook and he'll leap behind the person, and then I'm going to hold two jabs for that liver shot. Yeah. Very clever strategy for a southpaw versus orthodox, does it against a lot of people. His footwork and his angling is some of the best I think anyone's ever seen, which is why he's considered already one of the best ever. Double jab for a lead hook. Now, by hitting the lead hook, if he hits me with the lead hook, it's going to shift me into that uppercut. Bam. If I block the lead hook, he doesn't have to worry about this hand. I can't really hit him with this hand anyway, and then he can sneak that right underneath. So it's a great positioning game. Let's go again, double jab. Hook, jump around. Good, let's go again. So double jab, get the hands up, hook. Either to position them by moving them across or to force them to block with an arm, therefore they can't hit him with that arm. Oh, that's a nice shot. You can see why that would hurt if you're not expecting it. Because 9 times out of 10, because 90% of people are right-handed, people are expecting the liver shot off this lead. They don't expect it from the southpaw lead, and it catches them by surprise. So let's look at it again. Kind of light pouring shots upstairs, pivot, and then see how Tommy gets around to the side and leave it again. So he jumps and skips, and Loma uses all sorts of curving, pivot, check hooks, switches of stance, leaps, shifting from side to side. He can fight orthodox and southpaw. He's a genius, really. Again, double. He's like an artist, which is what he considers himself to be, I think, a boxing artist. So how he sets this up. Generally, a southpaw wants their lead foot to the outside of their partner. You can do that by throwing the double jab 1, 2. So if you start with your foot slightly inside, you can step it out as you jab. Then you can coil a little bit and jump into that, and then land that up there. Now that could be to the solar plexus or the liver, depending on my body positioning when he lands that hook. It's up to you. Both will work. One more time. So double jab. Hook. Good. I like that combination. We'll do it one extra time. Nice. Because I'm a southpaw, so I like that combo. So that's how Loma sets up some of his body shots. And we'll look at him in other videos as well.